Today we're going to be talking about some of the best glue players in NBA history. Glue players are essential for any championship team. Glue players are a player who makes everything just work when they're on the court. Sometimes they have to be the voice of reason, resolving internal disputes, or have to tell the team what they're missing and tell them the hard truth. They're often relied on to do things that nobody notices to help them win games. Starting off, we're going to talk about a very underrated glue player, Jay Crowder. While he was on the Celtics, he was an amazing glue player. With his energy and toughness and fearlessness, he gave the young Boston team a great amount of heart. There is not one aspect of Jay Crowder's game that leaves you in awe, but he does everything well on the Celtics, and he's better when they're on the floor. It is easy to see why Brad Stevens liked having him on his team for heavy minutes. He played defense, he got rebounds, he set picks, but that was before the New Age Celtics. Next, Kevin McHale. Kevin McHale played on the Celtics in the 80s when they had the amazing dynasty. In the first few years, he was a key piece off the bench for providing that scoring boost that they needed, winning the Six-Man Award back-to-back seasons. And when he was put up into the starting lineup, he was a pivotal piece alongside Robert Parrish and Larry Bird. He helped them win a few championships in the 80s against the Lakers in the great Magic and Larry Bird rivalry. Next, we're going to be talking about two players, Andre Iguodala and Draymond Green. Looking at the way the Warriors are playing now, when they have Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala on the floor, it is unbelievable. Draymond Green can guard 1 through 5, and Andre Iguodala can guard 1 through 4. People get distracted by Steph Curry's shooting along with Kevin Durant's playmaking ability, but make no mistake, the key factor to that franchise's success is the health of Draymond Green and Iggy. They allow the machine to function. Draymond, when he is on the floor, unlocks the amazing versatility and creativity of the Warriors. He has also instilled a certain confidence that I think helps them make the leap a few seasons ago. Andre Iguodala has a different role. After being a star player in the Philadelphia 76ers day, he has come into this role fitting perfectly with the Warriors' offense. He is a great leader off the bench when the second unit comes on. He can provide ball handling, he sets screens, and he can play defense. He is very underrated, but he is one of the key players to the Warriors' success. Next is Dennis Rodman. He's an obvious one. He was one of the best glue players in the NBA. Everybody knew what his role was: get rebounds, get the 50-50 balls, and play good rotational defense. But this was the type of player he was known as for many years, even back to when he was in San Antonio and Detroit. He had that scrappy attitude where he would go and get the ball. He wouldn't care what he did with his body. He would jump into crowds. And then, even though him and Michael Jordan didn't talk when they were on the court, they always had a certain chemistry and it always worked together, leading them to 3 championships. Our last player is an interesting one. I have Tim Duncan as one of the greatest glue players of all times. You're saying, how can a first ballot Hall of Famer be a glue player? Tim Duncan might be the greatest defender of all time for the very fact that he is never out of position. If you watch a Spurs game, Tim Duncan is always in the right place to not only set himself up defensively, but make everyone around him in position. That is why the defense was so great for every single year that he played. He is much more than a glue guy. He might get 30 points and 18 rebounds on a night, but his defensive presence really held the San Antonio Spurs together after learning from David Robinson. Also, he is one of the best passing big men. So he could get assists, he could rebound, and he could score on the occasional night. He also was a good leader because he knew the system, he knew defensive rotations. I'm going to be making videos like this all the time, so please like and subscribe, and peace.